It's often fun to plan for the fun and exciting times in life. Graduations, vacations, birthday parties, whatnot. It's fun to plan for those things, and that's why we do it. However, we often don't plan for the unexpected or difficult things in life, such as incapacity. Right? Unfortunately, life sometimes throws that curveball to people where, whether it be by illness or accident, they become mentally unable to care for themselves, make decisions for themselves. And that often brings a whole series of legal problems for families, such as managing that person's money, house, getting them the right care. And so having something in place to guide your family should that unfortunate event happen to you becomes incredibly important. And so how do we plan for such a thing? Well, there are a few of legal documents that we can prepare for you to help you plan for such an event. For starters, if you create a revocable living trust for yourself, well, anything within that trust can be managed by whoever you name as successor trustee to manage those assets in case you were disabled. Right? So a living trust can help upon a person's passing, but also if that person, the person who created the trust, becomes disabled. Beyond the trust, we can also name guardians. So I can sign a document now saying that if for some reason a guardian needs to be appointed over me, I can choose who I want that to be. It can be a spouse, a relative, a friend. There's only real requirements are that the person's at least 18 years old, preferably lives around you, and hasn't been convicted of a felony. Other than that, pretty much you can choose whoever you want. And then there's also a power of attorney. Power of attorney helps whoever you name will allow them to manage your money, manage your property, pursuant to the rules that you put in that power of attorney. And finally, you can sign what's called a designation of a healthcare surrogate, where you're authorizing somebody else, could be, again, a relative, a friend, whoever you trust, that healthcare surrogate can make decisions for you, for your healthcare, if you're no longer able to yourself. So while this is not a fun thing to discuss, it is rather important, because the number of times that we have families come to us after a family member has developed dementia, Alzheimer's, or has been in some kind of accident, it becomes much more difficult to get that family member the help that they need. It often requires going to court, creating guardianships, and really becomes not just incredibly expensive, but also very frustrating, because it moves much slower than what the family would like. So you can avoid all of that by having an estate plan that also plans for incapacity, and that will help your family should that unfortunate event arrive. At Pedro Law, we understand the nuances of what comes along with that type of planning. We certainly look into whether, or we look into the family dynamics and try to understand how your relationship with your family members or your loved ones, how those relationships play into the decisions of choosing who can help you should the need arise. So if you'd like to discuss planning for your incapacity, or, well, nobody really wants to do that, but if you believe that that's something that you should do, please feel free to contact us at 305-359-3888. As always, our consultations are completely confidential, so you can share with us and be very open with us about what you would like or not like, who you would want to help you or not, and we can help you get that done. Thank you.